How's it going? So in this video I wanted to talk briefly about the reality of traveling the world, either running Facebook ads, either doing a dropshipping business or anything in particular. These are from my experiences traveling the world in the last year and a half, doing Facebook ads for clients, being in numerous countries. What takeaways do I have, and what's the actual reality of traveling around the world for business that I've found? So a lot of people on my travels have come up to me saying, or a lot of people even through via messages saying, oh, it must be so fantastic being able to travel the world, it must be so fun. And it is. Most of the time that I was traveling, I wouldn't take away for anything. I've been in Riga, I've been in Spain, I've been in Valencia, Barcelona, so many different places running my business. And it's been such a great time. But I would say 80% of the time, or even 90% of the time, whilst I was on my travels, I was working. So the reality of traveling around for business isn't necessarily always fun. I mean, I do enjoy the work that I do, but just a bit of a reality pill. It's not just fun and games when you're traveling around the world. I know most of you might know that, but for the people out there who just think it's complete fun whilst you're traveling around for work, it's not always the fun time that you perceive it to be. But that's not to say you shouldn't try and go for that, because that 10% of the time is so worth it for me. That 20% of the time where I can be wherever I want to be in the world whilst working. I can decide to take a day off and explore a fantastic country that I'm currently in. So it's so worth it for that 20% of the time. But is traveling around the world for work something that is for you? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. And I would say it takes a certain type of person to be able to still stay productive with that sort of life. So what kind of person is this? I do think if you're traveling the world for work, you need to be able to be a structured person. You need to be able to have some sort of regime, or things are just going to fall apart, so to speak. I don't mean to be dramatic, but of course when you are in a different country every couple of months, things change. You are in a different environment, you see different people, so your routines might also change slightly. So you need to be disciplined enough to make sure you still manage to do a certain number of hours of work, you still stay productive. And how do I do this personally? So what I found is being in a different country, in about a week's time in being in that new country, I sort of adapt my routines to fit that country. So say currently I'm in Ghana, I'm visiting family in Ghana, and I've managed to get certain routines whilst I'm here. I know where I work from, I know how I start my days, I know how I end my days generally, so it enables me to still stay productive whilst I'm on the road, or whatever way you want to put it. So I would say it takes a person who can have some form of discipline in order to make traveling around sustainable for you. Otherwise, after a month of traveling around the world, you will go broke and then you have to go back home. So you need to have that sort of mindset. But it is, of course, a lot of fun when you do manage to travel whilst working. So that's part of the aim of this channel. I want to give you some of the resources to be able to do that for yourself. Obviously, in my way, which is through Facebook marketing and being proficient in Facebook marketing. So once again, I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, please either subscribe or leave me a comment letting me know your thoughts. I'll be happy to hear from any one of you, and regardless, I will see you on the next video.